to talk about how you see this all playing out. Wow, did Sandy really put kind of a dent in the election process? What do you think of it?
It did, and in some ways that are good. I mean, all the news coverage went to Sandy, and some people got a break from constant campaigning for a couple of days. But the real issue is you've got people in trouble. There are people without power. There are people without food. And so it's led to Mitt Romney having to sort of readjust his message, Barack Obama having to readjust his schedule. So it's been a major impact on the campaign.
Yeah, Barack Obama, before Sandy hit, kind of focusing on the negative, as were both parties saying he has amnesia or will have you. But Obama now is saying, look, Americans stick together in a time of dire need. So he's acting like he should, like a president.
Right, and that's part of the job. I mean, I think really in a way, Sandy was more of a challenge for Obama than Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney could continue going out and campaigning. He stopped his campaign for a couple of days, but he could still go to Ohio, he could still go to Florida. But Obama had an actual job to do for the last couple of days. And so it was a real challenge for him to sort of thread the needle and find a way to keep campaigning, but actually take care of people who are suffering.
But do you think it took Romney out of the spotlight completely because he couldn't really campaign and bash Obama while Obama's helping Americans and coming together?
Well, it was hard because Romney couldn't get any attention. And I also think this week it was such a huge deal that Chris Christie spent so much time gushing over Barack Obama during the week, a guy who actually gave one of the opening keynotes at the Republican convention. So in a way, not only was Mitt Romney out of the press, but one of his biggest surrogates was praising the guy he's running against. It was a crazy week.
Governor Chris Christie, affected personally by Sandy, of course, tied to New Jersey, so emotionally tied to New Jersey. Do you think that was intentional, or was he just being a person who lost everything, like a lot of people in Sandy? Was he just connecting to Obama because Obama was helping out, pitching in?
I thought initially that might have just been emotion, but the second time I was like, no, this is political. I'll be honest, I thought when I saw Chris Christie at the Republican convention, he spoke for 24 minutes and didn't mention Romney until minute 17.
You mentioned that to me.
Yeah, I think this guy is looking at 2016. I think he's praising Obama, and I think really a lot of Republicans are justifiably unhappy with him.
I remember you mentioning that. It stuck out. Let's talk about the jobs report coming out today. Will this influence the election? And come on, people are decided by now, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Everyone's pretty much look, if you're going to be surprised, if you're an undecided voter, you're not going to get your ballot back. I think it only matters if it goes up to 8%. If it goes from 7.8 to 7.9, certainly if it drops, it's something Obama can talk about. But I don't think there's anyone who's changing their mind in the last 4 or 5 days.
Quickly, voter turnout, what do you think?
It's going to be really, really high. The issue is going to be some of these people who are out of power, where they're going to vote. I still don't think the states have figured that out yet.
All right, Jason Johnson, as always, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Love your take on this.